Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on how to process tree cover satellite images using QGIS. Before proceeding, note that the work described here is part of a major project to evaluate land cover changes over time in northern Door County, Wisconsin, using satellite imagery. The project currently consists of two parts, one of which tracks land cover types and extent, and a second which tracks tree cover canopy in particular, with future work to follow. This tutorial applies specifically to tracking tree cover canopy. The project also includes a training element, of which this tutorial is a component. Check the links in the description for related tutorials. There are 7 steps in the tree cover satellite image processing sequence. Prepare the various elements of the process. Download tree cover images for all years of interest. Clip all images to a region of interest. Filter out spurious pixels. Calculate tree cover statistics. Group pixels into sparse, moderate, and heavy tree cover levels, and calculate the area covered by each tree cover group. In this tutorial, we will be using QGIS to process the images. We'll start with preparing the process elements we will be using as we go along. Here is a folder structure that you can use to keep track of the elements that we will be creating and using in this tutorial. The tree cover folder will contain a set of folders that will hold different types of tree cover satellite image rasters and support files. The land cover folder will contain materials created in the associated section of the overall satellite imagery project. The raster clipping mask folder will contain the mask that will be used to clip downloaded image rasters to our region of interest. The tree cover folder also contains the QGIS project we will be describing here. Here is our QGIS project, which has groups for the 5 folders, a group for the northern Door County mask we will be using here, and base maps that we can consult as we execute the process. With that preliminary work done, we can download our tree cover images. We will be downloading tree cover canopy datasets from the USDA Forest Services website available at this link. Scrolling down this page and expanding the TCC product suite, we can download tree canopy cover imagery for each of our years of interest. Having downloaded the tree cover images, you are ready to load the images into your QGIS project. First, you will need to unzip the downloads, and then load them into your QGIS project in the normal manner. Note that for this tutorial, we are using just the first and last year of available tree cover imagery. Note also that the images cover the entire United States, which is why the files are so large. We could go ahead with the rest of the process using these massive images, but to speed things up and to save on disk space, we will now trim them down to a manageable size. We will clip the images using our predefined outline mask, which covers our area of interest. Using the QGIS Clip Raster Mask by Layer tool, set up the clipping parameters and run the clipper. Here we have our clipped rasters stored in the appropriate folder. Notice the nice 200-fold reduction in image size. Due to a number of factors, Our satellite images contain isolated pixels that can be interpreted as noise. In this step, we will filter out these spurious pixels. For example, we see here regions of high tree cover and regions of low tree cover, but also isolated pixels that differ from tree cover levels of surrounding regions, with no significant difference when compared with the equivalent Google Earth image. These isolated pixels are what we want to filter out. The first step uses the focal statistics tool to do the actual filtering. In this tool, we do not include the center cell, set the kernel type to square, and use a radius of 3 to perform light filtering without losing legitimate tree cover features. Scrolling down in the tool, we uncheck all options except the median calculation and save the results to a temporary file. So here is the result of our filtering process, but we still have a bit of cleanup to do. Tree cover is defined as a percent coverage that must be between 0% and 100%, but we have some spots with anomalous values. We can clean things up by applying the raster calculator to our temporary layer using this expression, where we set all pixel values greater than 100% to a value of 0%. Here, we will be saving the temporary layer as our final filter raster. Now we have a nicely filtered tree cover raster. Note that to avoid confusion, you should remove the temporary raster layer as you filter the clipped rasters. Our next step is to use the filtered rasters to calculate tree cover statistics, which we will use to create tree cover histograms. We will use the raster pixels to points tool to calculate statistics. We'll be creating a temporary layer to contain pixel values as a vector points layer. Now we save this temporary file in CSV format and then remove the associated layers from the QGIS project. Here is the CSV file generated for the example followed here. To create a histogram of pixel values using Excel, remove the pixel value header and add a bins column. Choose the histogram tool, set up the histogram, and run the tool. A histogram chart of non-zero pixel values can then be produced. To facilitate analysis of tree cover data, an Excel format histogram template can be created to accommodate data generated over the span of the study. You could save this template in the Project Statistics folder. So, why does this template aggregate tree cover areas into the 3 groups shown here? Well, that brings us to the next step in our process, where we group pixel percent tree cover values into tree cover levels. Examining histograms of tree cover area for 1985 and 2023, we see natural breaks at around 20% coverage and a 65% coverage, indicating logical groupings of sparse, moderate, and heavy tree cover defined by these breakpoints. To group the filtered pixels into these 3 groups, we use the Reclassify by Table tool. Using these parameters, we see our tree cover raster grouped into sparse, moderate, and heavy levels. We can now use QGIS to calculate the area covered by each tree cover group. We use the raster layer unique values report to make this calculation. Upon running the calculation, click on the link to see the results. Thanks for watching this tutorial. We hope it can be of help to you. Be sure to check out the links in the description for related tutorials.